Or
Melo Ball is like Trae Young, taller. He's like a taller version of Trae Young, but worse. So like all of the negative attributes of Trae Young just make them worse, but make him taller. That's who he is as a basketball player. I'm a Trae Young fan, so I don't hate LaMelo Ball, but some dumb niggas will say, yeah, LaMelo Ball is better than Trae Young. You're dumb. Stop that. He's not better than Trae Young. Not on any planet. Some dumb niggas said John Morant was better than Trae Young. I don't know where niggas got that from, but okay. Like a lot of dumbass niggas watch basketball. I'm so no, okay. Nigga, I'm just gonna get my shit off as a nigga that fucks with Trae Young. Niggas be saying dumbass shit about Trae Young. Okay, Curry's better than Trae. Cool. SGA, I guess he's a point guard. Cool. If you want to say Luca, cool. Jalen Brunson, cool. But nigga, Tyrese Halliburton, are you serious? No, nigga. No. No, nigga, he's not better than Trae Young. Like, what? What do niggas be talking about, bruh? No, these niggas are not better. Nigga, LaMelo Ball? Are you serious? I hate the way niggas talk about the game. Like, niggas will act like I've heard niggas say that Tyrese Halliburton is a better shooter than Trae Young, as if Tyrese Halliburton can shoot the shots that Trae Young shoots. Like, obviously, his percentages are higher because Trae Young shoots bad shots from half court, but he's still a better shooter overall. And to argue he's not is just foolish on his face. That's Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, the same shit applies to Melo because I mean, I don't know how you could see that. I don't know how you could think that Melo's better. I mean, there's literally nothing that Melo does better than Trae Young outside of maybe defense. Who else do they say is better than Trae? Oh yeah, John Morant. I never understood that because John Morant averages like 24 and 8. Like his numbers aren't even comparable. The nigga doesn't even play defense, so you can't make that argument. The nigga just jumps high and runs fast. That's all. The nigga just has cool highlights. I don't know why niggas even make that argument. No, he's not on the same tier as Trae Young. Maybe tier, but he's not as good as him.
Last week, I seen an article about Lamelo possibly wanting out this offseason, and man, did it make me think. It kind of feels like the NBA left Lamelo behind. Contrary to what this worn out
Nigga, what is he? Okay, I promise you, I'm not a Lamelo Ball hater. But okay, you leave Charlotte. Where are you gonna go? I'm dead ass trying to think what team you would go to. You can't go to the Spurs. You can't go to the Hawks. You can't go to Pacers. You probably wouldn't go to the Sixers. Can't. I mean, I guess you would go to the Heat. You can't go to the Knicks. And if you go there, or do you think you're gonna win there? Because like, I hate to be that guy, but the way he plays isn't conducive to winning. And I don't think. I don't even know. Like, he just seems like the type of nigga that can't like I don't think he could go to the Heat because he just seems like the type of nigga that just wouldn't fuck with that shit at all. Maybe that's me though. Maybe that's hate.
to the league talk will have you believe, the NBA isn't starving for talent. So if you're not producing and specifically winning, you can't be an afterthought fast. Trust me, I get it.
I know it's not all
I
Lamelo's
remember this nigga's rookie season. They were meat riding them though.
But the Charlotte Hornets have never even won more than 43 games with LaMelo. That's borderline 500. I'll never forget Melo's rookie year, where he was easily the biggest media darling. Everything he did made the headlines. The passing, the flash, the family. His last name is Ball. I mean, his upside just seemed insane. But 5 years later, and specifically one All-Star appearance only later, it just feels like his career is at a standstill. When you just have that guy, even if you don't have the best talent, your team just naturally elevates. That's what I was expecting LaMelo to do with Charlotte, but it's actually been the opposite. Bro, the 5 years prior to LaMelo joining the Hornets, in that span, they won 46% of their games and they made one playoff appearance. In the 5 years since getting LaMelo, they now win 36% of their games and they haven't made one playoff appearance in the weak-ass East. I get it, the team is very poorly run, but LaMelo doesn't really make it better. Melo led the Eastern Conference All-Star Guard fan vote by a landslide, like it wasn't even close. A lot of people thought he should have started in the All-Star game, but he ended up not even making a spot. The media clearly hates this man's game, and they clearly don't value.
And I rock with Melo, but the style of basketball that nigga plays is bullshit. And you can see that in the win column. Granted, his team sucks. The Hornets suck. They're a bad franchise, bad organization. Yeah, and y'all niggas suck, bro. Like, I don't know. Y'all niggas suck. Your team sucks and you're not really helping. So yeah, niggas don't want you to be all-star. Now I do think he should have been an all-star because like he's good enough to be an all-star. But I mean Trae Young has been getting the same shit. Like how many times has Trae Young got snubbed and he's had to go in as a replacement? I promise you I'm not gonna well, I can't make that promise, but I'm not trying to make comparisons to Trae Young. I'm just saying, you know.
that street ball losing ass style. And to be honest, I don't even think they're wrong. Ben Taylor did a fantastic video about Lamelo Ball's extremely unconventional style and really how it can be great and fun to watch when it works, but pretty bad and attributes to a lot of losses when it doesn't. And a lot of times, it doesn't. I wasn't even really that mad that Lamelo didn't make the All-Star game because, bro, I'm not 12, and I'm not mad that bad basketball is not getting rewarded.
The Charlotte Hornets have
this nigga
16
shooting off his left foot, bro. Like, keep this nigga away from the All-Star game,
this year.
bro.
And this is what I mean when I say bad basketball.
Yo, like, that shit is so, like, it looks cool. It's cool. Like, it's really cool. Like, it's cool as shit, but at the same time, nigga, keep that shit away from me, bro.
He's averaging 22 shots a game this year, and he's averaging 25 points a game this year.
Wait, is that bad? I didn't know his field goal percentage. I did not know his field goal percentage was this bad.
Damn, he's not even, damn, bro. And he's averaging 25 points a game this year. In the last 20 seasons, Lamelo averages the lowest field goal percentile of anybody that shoots the amount of shots he does. That's not good hoops. Yes, he's averaging 25.
And yes,
that's the bro. His numbers is bullshit. Like, the nigga, he has nobody else on his team that's gonna take the shots. Look at Trey Mann sitting on the bench. That's the only other nigga on the team that's gonna take those shots in the game. So he's gonna score 25, but he's 40% from the field. So what does that mean? Doesn't mean anything.
I understand that.
That's very impressive. But when you really dive deeper into how he's doing it, I promise you it's not as impressive as the numbers would indicate. In the last 20 years, Lamelo has the lowest field goal percentile of anybody that averaged 25 points. And everybody else on this list, they're small guards. The crazy part to me is, I don't even think Lamelo is as bad as his numbers would scream. It's this man's shot selection. This man is addicted to these terrible, terrible shots. If you want to know why Charlotte loses so many games, it's their culture and how they just love bad basketball.
And let me show you. Look at the players with the most.
One leg, nigga. One leg. Hey, nigga did a step back and said, you know what, bro? One leg.
Love bad basketball.
And that's a deep.
And let me show
wait,
you.
I don't know. If
Look at the players with the most deep 3-pointers, 25 to 29 footers.
Like, them niggas just play so ugly. Like, damn, nigga.
Lamelo Ball and Brandon Miller.
I forgot they had Brandon Miller, bro.
Are both top 4.
Lamelo, out of everybody in this top 10, is the absolute worst at these shots, yet he shoots the most of them. I have grace with Melo because I understand at this point he has crazy upside, but he just needs stern coaching. Charlotte's culture is just clearly not that. If you want proof of this very same thing about Charlotte, look at Terry Rozier and this clip that went viral last week. This same player, this dude right here, prior to going to Miami, he was averaging the fakest 23 points a game in where? Charlotte. He went to Miami, probably the worst place to go from Charlotte, and completely fell off a cliff. The Charlotte Hornet players this year, Brandon Miller and Lamelo Ball, they have 4 of the top 10 games this season with the most misses. Charlotte this year,
they're the only.
They got 24 bricks in a game. I'm glazing Trae Young, but Anthony Edwards being above Trae Young in 3-point attempts is funny though, to me personally. Brandon Miller, wow, bro. Yeah,
the top 10 games this season with the most misses.
Charlotte break 24 in a
they're
game,
the only team
that has 2 players averaging 10 3-pointers a night. I heard Ryan Russillo say this about Lamelo, and I can't lie, my brain couldn't even process how wild of a stat this really was.
And he takes the most shots per game in the NBA. If you look at his field goal attempts per 36 minutes, I looked this up, so I don't know if it's changed a little bit, but a couple weeks ago I looked it up. It's the most field goal attempts per 36 since Kobe in 2006. Lamelo's nice. That should not be something that happens, okay?
Well, I dove a little bit deeper. Since the merger, in per 36 minutes, and this does indicate the pace in which he's shooting, Lamelo this year is averaging the 5th most shots per 36 minutes ever. And of course, out of everybody on this list, he's shooting the worst. Now, this isn't just a bash Lamelo Ball video. I still feel under the right system, and if he could consistently stay healthy, his upside is incredible.
I believe.
I mean, bro, if he stays on the Hornets, like, he's not gonna be anything. Like, he's just gonna be a nigga that does this forever. Unless he gets a good coach, it's not gonna happen. And at this point, I don't know if he's gonna buy into anything. That's the thing. If he was to go anywhere or to get a new coach, he would have to buy into the system. And I don't know how likely that is for LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo's a clear case of where you get drafted and how much that actually matters. Let's be honest. What jersey should LaMelo actually be wearing right now? One of these. You could love or hate Draymond, but I remember Draymond yelling and barking at Buddy Hield this year. And after that situation, he said this.
I've happened to play a lot of championship basketball, a lot of meaningful basketball. Buddy hasn't had the opportunity to play a bunch of meaningful basketball in this league. Guess what? It's our job to make sure he understands what that means. And if people don't like it, so be it. That's why they don't have 4 championships and I do.
Draymond's 1000% right. Buddy Hield has never even played in a playoff game before, so he doesn't even know what winning looks like. To some extent, to me, that's Lamelo Ball. When the Golden State Warriors won their last championship, who was the player that kind of came out of nowhere and actually ended up being one of their most instrumental pieces to that championship run? Lamelo Ball is obviously better than Jordan Poole, but they do share a lot of the exact same losing tendencies. In Golden State, Jordan Poole was allowed to learn and be molded by Golden State's culture and Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson and Andre Iguodala and Draymond and Steve Kerr. That's why Jordan Poole had his most efficient seasons in Golden State. That's why Jordan Poole was able to get the bag he got in Golden State. The moment Jordan Poole left Golden State, what exactly happened? And I know he's playing a lot better now, but last year, well, Jordan Poole was damn near the most inefficient player all last year. Washington and Charlotte basically looked like
Niggas gonna start talking about Jalen Green, bro. Niggas only talk about this nigga because he got curly hair and he jumps high, bro. That's literally it. He got curly hair and he jumps high. That nigga is not nice like that. To be honest, I don't think Jalen Green is going to be the leader of the Rockets. I don't think he's going to be number 2 either, bro. I think it's going to be Amen, Jabari, Sengun. It's them 3. That Jalen Green nigga, honestly, they'd be better off without that nigga. That's just me, though.
All last year,
Washington and Charlotte basically looked identical with how Harlem Globetrotter freestyle their basketball was. And Jordan Poole's game was basically put on full display of how goofy it can look without the Golden State system. Now imagine if he got drafted to Charlotte and never was mentored by Steph.
So I don't know if he could lead a franchise like a John Morant, because he ain't had that experience. He went straight from high school, basically. Yeah. He had a different route.
Yeah, I would say he's team garbage.
Yeah. He played high school with his brothers, who Lonzo and them led that team. Then he went on a whole new circus. You know what I mean? He never really had to be a leader of a squad or take over a team. If they AU team, they lost all the time.
Yeah. All the time.
It was just always a show.
My point is, get Melo out of Charlotte, please. He needs a new place where there's a good culture, possibly a proven coach, and a place where his game can evolve past the Chino Hill stuff. This is still a 6'7", 6'8" point guard that can shoot when he's not shooting from the damn parking lot every possession. I believe he can pass better than his teammates can even process. And his specific archetype, it just doesn't grow on trees. It's just being wasted because he's not in the right environment to me.
if you guys like this video, let me know in the comment section how exactly you feel about Lamelo Ball.
You say like this video, like this video.
Let me waste it because he's not in the right environment.
If you guys like this video, I guess salute, bro. All right. Street ball losing that style.